Hi folks, Ontario PGA TV. I'm Scott Pritchard. I'm here with Matthew Yustin, the Director of Golf here at Lambton Golf and Country Club. And we're here at Lambton talking to Matthew about the extensive renovation that's just happened at Lambton Golf and Country Club. 16 holes have been redesigned, or at least a little bit of a redesign on 16 holes. Matt, tell us about why the renovation came to be. I guess the members voted on it and they decided that the holes need to be renovated. Tell us about how that came to be.
Well, a couple of issues. There was a safety issues with hole 3 and 4. More specifically, and the biggest problem was our water permit was expiring, and we needed to put a reservoir in. The logical, and really the only place we could do it was on land adjacent to hole 5. And once that started, it was a whole domino effect, and it led to 16 holes being redone because things needed to be moved, tees needed to be moved, greens, et cetera, and in came Reese Jones, and it was a fabulous renovation.
So, one of the rumblings that we're hearing, when I had the good fortune of playing here last Friday with the media, and one of the rumblings that we're hearing is a potential Canadian Open site. Was that in the plans when the members and Reese Jones came in? Is sort of in the back of their mind, we're hoping to host a Canadian Open?
No, it wasn't.
First you've heard of this?
No, I've heard of it. When Scott Simmons from Golf Canada was here, he was just floored with what had happened. He had played the golf course when it was the old Lambton, came back and didn't recognize anything, and quite honestly, they're going to be here in September to have a look at potential for the ladies or the men.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, for those that haven't had the good fortune of playing here yet, and you're one of those people haven't played yet, but you're play out today. Tell us a little bit about what the renovations were, specific renovations. When I played here last week, it was totally foreign to me. I mean, you could still see some, like you said earlier, about the footprints of holes, specifically here on 16, but it's a complete redesign. But tell us maybe about 2 or 3 of the main changes at the golf course.
Well, the first hole used to be roughly a 346-yard par 4, followed by a 168-yard par 3. I probably got the yardages wrong. But they incorporated that and made it into one great starting 440-yard par 4. Losing number 2 at par 3, Reese Jones designed a par 3, number 5, which runs along the Humber River, and it's a spectacular par 3. So that was one change. Number 7 became a par 5 from a par 4. It was a very, very good par 4, probably the most difficult hole on the property. And now it's maybe still the most difficult, but now it's a par 5. A new addition was number 12, which my son helped design with Reese Jones. Yeah, he gave him 6 or 7 drawings, and they incorporated his front bunker. Number 13 is now a drivable par 4. It was a short par 4 before, but now with a bunker in the center of the fairway. And it's actually turned out to be one of the more difficult holes here at 303 yards, which, I guess is a new trend in golf these days, the short drivable par 4.
Okay, so tell us, maybe give some insight to other head professionals or professionals that are working at golf courses that are considering renovations, and if you can give any words of advice. I know that you took a year off, not necessarily from pro shop sales, but I'm sure it had an effect on you and getting all the reciprocals in order. But maybe some words of advice to fellow professionals that are looking to do some renovations at their golf course.
To quote Sonny Corleone, keep your friends real close. My fellow professionals were absolutely unbelievable in their generosity. We had 34 clubs offering us tee times, and golly, we had members who played over 70 rounds of golf in a year, and that is fabulous. Yeah. It's just a matter of organization. I would certainly spend an afternoon at Toronto Airport and figure out how the traffic controllers work, because that's what it is. And it's just a matter of organization and just staying on top of things. I've got a wonderful staff who did a great job organizing the reciprocal tee times, and quite frankly, that was the biggest issue, our biggest worry, and in the end, it was our greatest success.
Well, that's great to hear. Tell us also a little bit about the renovation. You did 16 holes. They're still on the table to change 17 and 18, which remain the way they did in the original design. Right now, they're par 4 17 and par 3 18 coming back to the house. Tell us about what the plans are for 17 18.
Well, there's going to be a vote in a couple of weeks. I don't want to say slam dunk, but after the members have played the first 16 holes, it's just been an unbelievable success. 17 and 18, 17 is going to become a par 3 of 260 yards over a ravine. Reese Jones, and I'm quoting him, he thinks it's going to be the most spectacular par 3 in Canada. And 18, with moving our tennis courts to a new location, is going to be a 450-yard finishing par 4 dogleg left. It's basically going to finish in the same place the 18th green is now. And as Reese Jones said, that's the cherry on top of the sundae, and it's going to be a spectacular golf course when it's fully completed. But the 16 holes right now are unbelievable. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just said it's been a real experience to watch, from starting with roundup and going from hole 1 to 16 with a bulldozer and being part of it. It's been a great experience and something I'll really cherish.
Well, speaking of that experience, maybe tell us about what was the most impressive thing that you saw or really surprised you from a golf course renovation standpoint.
Honestly, how they figured out hole 17. Right now, it's a chipping green. It's the back of our golf services. And I specifically asked Reese Jones and Keith Evans, his lead designer, I said, how did you do this? Like, where did this thought come from? And their answer was, well, this is why we're the best. Yeah. This is what we do. And I'm really looking forward to it, to see what they're going to do with it, because it's going to be really cool.
Awesome. Well, Matt, thanks again. Thanks for interviewing us, or for allowing us to come and interview you today. We'll definitely look forward and get this on the website, and hopefully guys that watch it will learn something, and all the best.
Thank you very much, Scott. Appreciate everything.